What have you taken away this week after Monday night's loss and into these last few practices?
A great lesson. A lot of things. Watched a lot of film, and had a lot of conversations with different guys, the coaches, and just trying to figure out things. And I think we made a couple of steps forward.
You're a high energy, high emotion guy. Is that something you're trying to pass off to your teammates in situations like that?
Most definitely. But also I can find situations where I do it too much. So I will have to balance it, in different ways. Some guys don't like that, Some guys like their own space a little more. They get prepared a little bit differently, so they don't want somebody to, just encourage them the whole time. Some of the guys do. So I'm trying to find that. That's my next step, to find that real balance. Okay, this guy likes this guy likes this. So I can just be a great energy guy, but some guys, don't like it. So I have to find that balance. So.
Giorgi, player-wise in that locker room, who are the leaders? Who are guys that other guys turn to and kind of go to?
Leaders are definitely, I would say, Io, Trent, Dre are definitely our three leaders. I would take myself into that group, I would say, but I would say mostly our three guards will be our leaders.
How important has practices been these last couple days after the Miami loss?
Really, really good practices. Made steps forward, I think. Locked in on what we had to lock in and really focused on the preparation for Maryland, which is a great team. And I think we made a couple of steps forward.
Is there a different feeling in practices leading to Maryland than there was leading up to that Miami game?
It is definitely different. Preparation is kind of similar all the time, but to a different team, it's always different. Different teams do things differently, so we got to prepare for different things. To say it like that.
Has there been a different intensity with practices compared to leading up to the Miami game?
I mean, when you lose a game like that, everybody just naturally gets going a little bit more, I would say. And obviously, in practice, everybody just personally got a little bit more going. But at the same time, like, we do that every day. It's not that we don't practice hard or something. That never happened. We always practice hard. But now that we lost, a game we was expected to win, or like we came back and didn't win, obviously everybody got that little chip, on their shoulder. Everybody just going extra hard.
Giorgi, when you're on defense, imagine opponents want to get you and Kofi out of the block, out from down low as much as possible and onto the perimeter. What's the challenge of that? What options do you have?
Be a basketball player. Just be a basketball player and make the right reads and right place, Different teams will throw different things at you. Maryland will play us differently maybe than the past team played us, and then Michigan will play us differently. So just to be able to be a good basketball player and make the right place, whenever you have to stay on the block, you stay on the block, play from out there or come out, or then me and Kofi's not working, then I will tell Kofi, okay, I will sit, or Kofi will sit. Whatever works to get the win, we'll do that.
What do you remember about the game last year at Madison Square Garden?
Was definitely one of the best games I ever played, just because of where we played it at. And then at the same time, we was down 15, I believe, something like that. I'm not quite sure how much it was, but then we came back. Also, played with great energy, great pace. Was a really great win for our team.
Opening up Big Ten play on the road against the number 3 team in the country, what does that kind of do for you guys? It's starting out on a pretty big note.
Number 3 team in the country. I mean, you can be more hungrier. Number 3, they top 3. How much more hungrier you can be? We just really hungry.
It doesn't sound like there's I mentioned maybe not a lot of love between you guys and Maryland, and he suspects this game's been circled. What's it like playing Maryland?
Not a lot of love between us because of last year, what happened in the game. They were up, and I think they were ranked at that time too. I'm not quite sure. They were ranked, I think, and we won that game, and we was not playing well that season. So they got probably a lot of hate for us, but we don't like them either. So it will be a great game.
You said there was a lot of chippiness and chattering on the court in that last game too. That kind of plays into the way these two teams feeling about each other.
Sure. When one team is up 15 or whatever, and then another team comes back and starts talking their own things, and the other team starts talking, and there's a lot of tension in between those teams and players. Obviously, they have great players, and there is tension between players, and that's always great to see, I think, especially in college basketball. So it will be a great also, it's just a great experience as a player, but also just a great game to watch.
Seems like with your personality and your energy, you maybe don't hate the chattiness on the court. You like participating.
I love it. It gets me really going, to be honest.
Have you talked to Kofi or any other guys, or will you talk to them about what they're going into here? Hostile environment, Big Ten road game.
Oh, we talked in the locker room as a collective group that we are going. That's totally different. That's not, we're not playing home against Citadel or something like that. And no disrespect to any other teams, but this is just really different. This is Big Ten basketball. We have a lot of conversations like that in the locker room. At the same time, it's an experience thing. You never know until you really experience it yourself. So I feel like it will be, especially being the first Big Ten game for Kofi, Ben, Jermaine, all those guys. It will be a great first experience in Maryland. One of the best away games. Not best, but one of the toughest places to play at. And to be the first Big Ten game, it will be a great experience for him.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.